What's going on, good people? You know what time it is. It's time for the halftime analysis. Let's go ahead and get to it, baby. It's the Falcons and 49ers. Niners up at the half. Let's get to it. BirdCage. Man, this is a tough first half, but we're going to talk about it. Let's get to it. When you look at what's going on in the first half, let's just be honest. We're being outcoached, period. It is what it is. We're being outcoached. And I can tell you right now, looking at how this defense is playing right now, we're missing Diablo and we're also missing Jalen Walker at this point. It's showing. When you look at what's going on with this defense right now, we are on the field a lot. The 49ers are definitely come to play. This isn't going to be a gimme game. This is just what it is. I don't know what's going to happen in this spot, but we have to make this thing work. But I got to call a spade in this one. When we talk about how everything else is going on, man, this is one of the things that you can sit back and you look at and appreciate the Grossy raid. Definitely appreciate you guys. Let's talk about it. The Falcons are down 10-3. When you look at how they're using Christian McCaffrey, we're seeing the impact of Diablo not being in the middle of the field. J.D. Bertrand is not a true middle linebacker, and we're actually getting beat down. It's just what it is. We can't sit back and actually call it like that. Appreciate you, pretty much the Grossy raid. Definitely appreciate everybody that's coming in, showing a little bit of love today. Let's talk about it. Halftime analysis. The Falcons pretty much are controlling the time of possession for right now. They are. And the sad part about it is the 49ers just got the time of possession back. They're up 15 minutes, 18 seconds, and they get the ball back. This is what I question. When you talk about Raheem Morris at this point, why are you going to sit there and take the ball in the first half? You're not supposed to do that. You're on the road in a hostile environment, but you have to understand when you get the football, you're on the road, you're in a hostile environment. You're seeing how San Francisco is playing at this point. We should have started off with kicking the football, letting their offense go first so we can get that ball back, so we can get another possession. But right now, when you look at it, 49ers have 11 first downs. We have 10. They have 5 in passing, 6 in running. They're outrushing us right now. They are literally outrushing us right now in this ball game. They have 100 rushing yards to our 31. Robert Saleh is stacking the box against us. He's pretty much going to force you to use Michael Penix to win this game. So, Zach Robinson, I challenge you in the second half. If we're going to use Michael Penix, if you want to call Michael Penix pretty much the franchise quarterback, this is the time that you got to use him. This is the time that you have to use him. And the way that you use him in this situation is this. Thank you guys for the raid. Definitely appreciate the love. Please hit that like and subscribe button on your way in and out when you're stepping in and out. Appreciate you. But let's call it for what it is. At this point, you got to use Kyle Pitts. You got to use Darnell Mooney. You got to use Drake London. You have guys that can get open, shorten the routes because they're going to blitz. And the way that we're going to have to do it, we're going to have to beat the blitz tonight. And the way that you beat the blitz, you shorten up these routes, get your ball into your playmakers' hands, and you have to allow them to make plays. Right now, Christian McCaffrey's killing us with the traps and counters. They're not doing anything special. They're not really running to the outside. They're hitting us in the gut. We have no presence in the middle at all. At all. Mac Jones is not even the guy that's having his way with us. At this point, you really have to understand we've killed ourselves with momentum in this first half. We had a drive going where we could have scored, but we shot ourselves in the foot with a holding penalty. You got to look at the fact that we're not doing ourselves any favors. Mooney's got to be used a little bit more in this game. I know they want Bijan to be the guy, but here's the thing. Tonight is not a night that Bijan is going to get off. I'm sorry. And then I got to challenge my offensive line. You got to give Penix at least 2.5 seconds to throw the football. Give him a chance to get through his reads. Give him 2 to 3 seconds. Because if you can't give him that, He's not going to be able to produce first downs. He's not going to be able to get the ball to the playmakers. You guys have to stop this pass rush, period. Even if they're not getting to him, Huff got to him and created a turnover. But outside of Huff, they've been getting in that backfield. They've been making plays happen in this ball game. When you look at their efficiency on third down, they're 5 out of 7. We're 3 out of 6. They're a little bit better than us on third. We have to get a little bit better. We've had 5 drives. They've had 4. I mean, at this point, the 49ers are giving us all we can handle at this point right now. We've had 2 sacks with 11 yards. They've had 1 sack for 2 yards. But again, the one thing that I'm noticing, they're running the ball with efficiency, averaging 5.9 yards a carry, averaging 6 yards every time they touch the football in the running game. We're supposed to have the number 1 rush defense and number 1 defense in the league. Right now, we don't look like it. Diablo being out is a big piece. Walker's out, but guess what? It's got to be a next man up mentality at this point. Both teams have 1 turnover. You know, there was an interception thrown by Mac Jones. It was tipped. We'll take that. But we also just fumbled the football and gave it back to him and gave him a chance to get get a field goal. So now it's a 7-point ball game at this point. And honestly, we've got to get into the red zone, and we can't settle for field goals. We've got to get touchdowns at this point. We have to get touchdowns. The thing that you're going to have to do, you're going to have to move the pocket around for Michael Penix Jr. You're going to have to move the pocket around. J.D. Bertrand is really, and again, J.D. Bertrand is really a special teams ace and an outside linebacker. We need a true middle linebacker on this team. We got rid of Nate Landman. Just saying, we got rid of Landrover. And my thing is this, he's still balling for the Rams right now. That was something that we shouldn't have got rid of. You had a great core. I get that you got to go younger. I get that things happen. But guess what? When you get rid of a core piece like that, to me, I felt like he and Diablo could have probably gone back and forth for the job. And right now, this would be nice to have him in this lineup right now because we're struggling and teams are going to look at this. Teams are going to look at this. At this point, Bertrand is pretty much barbecue chicken. We're not going to be able to bring help to the middle. If he can't anchor the middle of this defense, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night. And at this point, I'm willing to throw Trey Anderson in here if he's there. Throw him on the outside. I know we're blitzing Ellis and we're letting him do that. Guess what? You might have to make a switch. You might have to put Ellis in that middle linebacker spot, and he's going to have to play it because Bertrand is killing us. And then you got to look at it like this. When you look at Greg Kittle, Kittle is the one that's coming in here that is setting up great blocks. He's setting everything perfectly when it comes to the runs in the middle. It pretty much looks like we're butt naked out there running in the middle of the field. It really does. And now you have Jesse Bates having to come up and actually getting down. And here's the other thing. You got D'Angelo Malone out on the field. Malone is not a good linebacker. Yes, he got an interception last week because it was tipped. Malone is not that good, man. We got to make some adjustments to this defense for this half because we need to get a quick turnover because if they get up another touchdown, it's not going to be good for the Atlanta Falcons with coming back. Not saying that it can't happen, but the way that this ball game is going, this game is definitely favoring them being at home. They got everything against them. They're playing with nothing to lose. Right now, we're trying to play for respectability. If we cannot beat this team that's banged up and they're hitting us in the mouth right now, point blank period, they're hitting us in the mouth on offense and on defense and in special teams. There's no way that you can sit back and shout out to the Dixon Way raid coming through, showing us some love or whatnot. Appreciate you, Larry Dixon, Miss Dixon. Y'all keep doing your thing over there. I know it's tough to watch, but hey, the game's not over. There's a 4-quarter football game. Defense has to come in and defense has to make plays. If we can't make plays on this defense tonight, our offense is in trouble because Zach Robinson right now has to make adjustments. You're not going to be able to feed Bijan tonight like you want to. Right now, you got to get in the end zone. You got to get points. You have to play with urgency coming in the third quarter. I understand. A lot of people don't really want to sit back and say that. You know, hey, Dixon, appreciate you, Big Larry. Like I told you before, you and Tom Grosey, I appreciate you guys coming in here, raiding, helping us get these likes up, man. Definitely appreciate you guys. Again, as I said before, We have to figure out a way how to get the ball in the end zone. And I pretty much gave some ways that you can do it. You got to start using Kyle Pitts. You got to start using Drake London. The passing game is going to be what's going to win this game tonight. And the offensive line has to be able to help Penix. We have to shorten up the routes. We have to be able to get to the perimeter. We have to get to the perimeter tonight. If we can't get to the perimeter with our passing game and using our speed, it's problems. You got to start using Pitts in this game because they have no answer for him. Start running him on seam routes. Start using him on, start using him on different formations and different ways you can get him the ball. Raheem Morris right now, us taking the ball at the beginning of the game was a mistake. I know he wants to be on the attack. I want to be aggressive, but you have to understand you're playing against a tough team. Even with injuries, they're still 4-2 right now. We're trying to get to 4-2. We need this game more than anything because the next stretch of games that we are going to have are going to be tough. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be a cakewalk because after we get this game, you got the Miami Dolphins, which should be a win for us. But you got the Patriots, you have the London game with the Colts, then you got the Panthers, and then you got the Saints. Those are going to be, I'll say this, the Panthers, Saints, and Colts, tough games. Patriots, possibly a tough game. So you have to get this game, get that Miami win to put yourself in a great spot when it comes into playoffs because you're already 0-2 in the division right now. You don't need to get behind when it comes to losing games at this point. You can't afford to. Now, the one thing that you have to look at is Carolina won today. You got to win to keep yourself there. Right now, we're shooting ourselves in the foot today with everything we're doing. Now, at this point, I think you might need to put Tyler Algier in the backfield with Michael Penix in this second half. Start using Algier as a blocking back to give Penix enough time to throw the football, to make it hard for them to get to the back of our line of scrimmage. Defensively, I need pressure. I need you to keep pressuring the quarterback corners. You got to get your hands on these guys. You can't just let guys run with a free pass. The touchdown that they scored, it was set up by a cluster, with a busted coverage within the red zone. That's not supposed to happen. When you get 3 guys and you got Christian McCaffrey running wide and then he gets to the 1-yard line, that's an issue. That is a serious issue. This has got to be fixed. Right now, this is not a good game, and we have to see what the rest of this ball game looks like because my word of the season has been consistency. Been saying this all year. Consistency is the key. Everybody's all hyped about the wins and everything. I get it, as rightfully so. Celebrate it. But come off of that, and this is another week. Right now, we're not playing good football. Just point blank, period. I'm not hating. I'm calling a spade a spade. It's not just us seeing it. It's the country that's seeing it. Right now, thank God that we're only down by 7 points opposed to being down 14-3 right now, being down 11. It would be tough hill sledding. Now, we can come out. We can get a ring out, start off, get the ball back offense. We got a few things that we're going to work on, and we got some stuff that's going to happen. But as I said before, I think that we're going to be okay. We just got to take care of business. But without further ado, the game is getting back started. We will have the post-game show, the party line or benediction. I hope to be a party line tonight, but we definitely deserve it the way that we've been playing. So y'all hit that like and subscribe button on the way out. We'll catch you back. We'll catch you back at the end of the ball game. Catch it in. Go.